Hello, everybody. Welcome back to another episode of Malcriadas Thoughts, where we talk about all things femme, fair, and feared in the RGV. Hosted by yours truly, Zadria Knives. Today, I come to you guys in pajamas, no makeup, no eyebrows, no nothing, just vibes. Just vibes. Puros vibes. I wanted to just come on here and talk to you guys because I've been working a lot on my, what's it called? I've been working so much on my RGV role model series that I realized I haven't talked to you guys solita in a while. And I miss you guys. I hope you miss me too. So I'm going to talk to you guys about entering your villain era or whatever the fuck. And that's the thing. Most people, at least the way I understood it at first, and which is why I thought it was a little cringy to say, right? Who genuinely thinks like, oh, I'm gonna go be evil, like what? Like, no, like that's not something I want to do. And then I was villainized, and then you're treated like shit, and you're like, what the fuck? I didn't do shit, dude. Like what? And then once that happens so much, all you can do is just embrace it and let people think whatever they want to think. And yes, I'm talking about toxic immigrant families. I talked to my friend Yana about this the other time where it was like a girl on TikTok saying like, hey, your parents weren't horrible because they're immigrants. They're horrible because they're just losers. That is the biggest like pill I had to swallow. And let's get into the nuance, right? Let's get into the nuance. So colonization did a number on our shit, right? On our families, on the family structure, the family model, all that bullshit, right? So I don't completely blame my parents for the entirety of their fuck upness. I genuinely like have a lot of sympathy for them, obviously, which hurts. But as all oldest daughters do, they persist and move on. So I have been doing so much since I got back from Washington here in the Valley, and I'm so happy. But something that I've been struggling with, and let me know if you guys have been struggling with this too, is that parents getting old is a huge transition. Yeah. So for a lot of us here in the Valley, we think our parents as everything, right? And maybe it's not just exclusively a Valley thing, but because a lot of our cultures around here are predominantly Latino and indigenous, it's the way we think about family, the way we think about parents in aging is a little different. So when I thought about my parents eventually aging out, I obviously thought that I was going to stay and take care of them. Like my whole family was going to do that. My older siblings would joke around and say that they weren't ever going to do that, but that was never the case for me. I always thought that I could do that. Maybe like I think when I was little, I just didn't comprehend like the idea of my parents getting old, and maybe I dismissed it in that sense, thinking that I was gonna be doing more things than taking care of my parents as an adult. But parents are sensitive as fuck, no matter what they tell you. Like no matter like, oh, they're telling you that you're sensitive. Like, no, they are so sensitive and so fragile, and a lot of them don't. At least the emotionally unintelligent ones don't know how to communicate that in order for their health to not be impacted as well. So something that I've seen or many like older people do is use, and I don't want to say manipulate, but use their deteriorating health as a bargaining chip to shut up or diminish the abuse and trauma that they've inflicted on their children. So it's like, I know that XYZ happened when you were little, but I'm old now. So now you need to take care of me, and I can't have you reminding me of that I did that every 2 seconds, even though I've never apologized for it, never taken accountability for it, never did anything to change it other than ask you randomly one time, like, hey, like, you want some fruit? Te piqué un poquito de fruta. ¿Tienes hambre? And then pretend like nothing happens. You know what that does to a kid? where you have like insane fucking conflict one day and then the next day they act like nothing happened. It feels like they're switching realities and they have no idea where they're able to. They're always on guard and they don't know when they can just release, like, oh, okay, I'm safe here. No, at least it's never been the case for me. And I talk about this because it's something that I'm dealing with right now, and it's hard. It's hard, and if you guys are going through something similar, I'm right there with you. But if you have parents who are emotionally intelligent and listen to your needs and are trying to, wash off all the slimy bigotry that colonization has brought upon our people, the people of the Valley, Latino people, people of Mesoamerica, then fuck yeah, dude. You should make a podcast and show your parents as examples to follow. Please let me know if you do. I will listen to it. I probably just cry every episode. Oh my god, I don't even want to start. Okay, yeah. But yeah. Moreover, I recently turned 24. Yeah, it was a lot less anticlimactic than I thought it was gonna be. It's not 21 where you get to drink, but it's not 25. Like, I don't know, 25 sounds really like big to me, but it's just 24. It's a little even number. I thought even numbers were always less intimidating, honestly. Besides the ones that end in 0, those scare me. But ones that end in 2, 4, 6, 8, those types of numbers, they never scare me, or they never give me like a cold feeling. I don't know if that makes sense to y'all. But 24, yeah, I never thought that by the time I was 24 I would be in this spot that I am. I thought that I would be a senator or something, or trying to be one, or right now. And yeah, I just never thought that I'd be doing something like this. Well, yeah, I never thought I'd make a podcast. I thought I'd have a show of some sort, maybe a movie and books, which I do want to do one day, throwing it out there. If anyone wants to give me a book deal, I will write my ass off and I will make you cry with every page, because I don't know where else to put my pain other than on a piece of paper, a canvas, or throwing it myself around on the dance floor. So, and honestly, work, right? Like, what else do you need? Like, what else do you, and like, okay. Yeah, so like, my fucking parents are horrible. But hey, I'm learning to like still like love them, like a distancia, while they're horrible. Maybe it's not the best thing for me, right? Like, I don't know. Don't think that I'm telling you, hey, if your parents are abusive, go still be there and take care of them. Like, no. Especially if your parents have money, like, don't even worry about it. But my parents don't. They don't have money. They don't have money like that. Like, hello, like, we're immigrants. Honestly, my dad has probably worked so many jobs. He's been like a waiter. He'd work at Soriana. I think at Soriana at one point. Literally everywhere. Like, and my mom, she's always been like in like cleaning and domestic work and stuff like that for like our house and like outside with all the fucking Shareland bitches who are fucking bitches. I hate y'all. Like, I'm so sorry. Y'all treat your fucking servants like shit. And reflect. Seriously, just reflect. And pick up a book. Pick up a class consciousness book, please. I beg you. I will go to Shareland Plantation on my knees and no, actually, let me not do too much. Just do it. Oh my god, you have so much time and you're rich. Like, please, 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 please. Oh my god, why do you guys have to be so conservative? Like, you're scared. You're scared of being, I don't know, fun, helpful, kind, not racist, not classist, not homophobic. Okay, anyways. Yeah, it's fuck Shareland always. Sorry. Even like my best friends who went to Shareland, they hate Shareland with me. So yeah. And at this point, fuck the entire education system, which will be gone soon, I guess. Hopefully not, but it's okay, guys. I have a plan. No, I'm kidding. Oh, I'm not kidding, but I'm I'm really excited because I'm starting to work with many creators that I love and respect and like have been following for so long, and it's been really eye-opening for me. And it just feels like the universe is telling me, like, bitch, súbele volumen. Like, you keep trying to turn yourself down, and look where that's gotten you. Look where that's gotten you. The same spot as your mom. If you stay quiet, you're gonna stay in the same spot as your mom. I think that's the lesson I'm learning right now. You keep making excuses for everyone, no matter if they say they love you, and clean up after their messes. You're gonna just stay in the cycle. Me talking to myself, right? But if it resonates, hey, it resonates. And I decided I can't do that. And even though it's painful and even though it's scary and I'm leaving like a zone of comfort, I have to realize that my comfort for so long was abuse. My comfort was pain and hating myself and castigándome por no ser lo suficiente. And I don't want to do that anymore. What the fuck? What the fuck? I don't want to do that anymore. I don't want to do that anymore. It feels like, in the sense of respect for my own person, feels like I just woke up. Like, when I got back to the valley, feels like I woke up again. And I have my entire community, my entire valle to thank for that. Like, you girls, like the women I've been fucking interviewing, the people I'm going to interview, the people I've been collaborating with, the people I've been organizing with. You guys have my entire heart, and I am not going to stop fighting for me, for you, for the children. I'm not gonna stop doing that. And I don't care what motherfucker's in office this time. I don't care what the fuck Elon Musk is trying to do. I don't care, dude. I don't fucking care. They're fucking quacks. They're literal frauds. And they reek of loser. They reek of evil. They reek of destruction. They reek of lack of creativity. They reek of lack. Lack. All these motherfuckers are just lack. They have nothing. Yeah, I mean something. Look what I can do. Look at my rocket ship. Oh wait, look at my big tower. Fucking losers. Fucking losers who are evil and have power. So don't forget that. Because I don't ever. Like, a lot of people memeify these dudes, and I get it. Making fun of them feels good. I get it, guys. But I never forget the amount of power they have in this system. I don't mean to diminish that. I don't mean to diminish the horrible things that this administration and all the administrations before, no exceptions, have done. That doesn't mean I'm going to stop talking about it. And that doesn't mean that I'm going to suddenly, like, I don't know, like, be like, oh, it's not that big of a deal. It was never not a big deal. But yeah, maybe one of the reasons like politics moves me so much is because I fucking hated when there was conflict and no one had any sort of urgency to solve it immediately. No. What do toxic, dysfunctional families do? They fight. They argue. They attack each other. They let the children watch. They use children as pawns. They think they can just pick one of all the children that they bring to the world and say, yeah, this one's right. I'll sink my claws into this one so they can be on my side on everything, even if I've done horrible things to them and their siblings. The family that doesn't address conflict and provide solutions is the most dysfunctional and toxic, horrible family model. And that is what so many kids, that's the reality of so many kids here in the Valley and all over the world. But especially in the Valley, because if it's happening to me, it's happening next door. I hear it. I see it. And I know you guys do too. Please say something. And do something. Because doing doesn't have to just be like pointing the finger, you know? It's crazy the way the horrible things that happen in family is reflected to the horrible handling of the government and how they mishandle conflicts, how they mishandle issues. They don't give a fuck. Just like your parents, if they're toxic and evil, crazy like mine, just like your parents didn't give a fuck to make you feel better after you saw them fucking fight each other to like, I don't know, and then the next day your mom serving your dad food like nothing. And all they can tell you is, ya pasó. No, fíjate que no. Fíjate que no pasó, güey. Fucking stupid. And yeah. Reminder, this is the fucking place. This is the place I can be pissed. This is the place I can talk my shit. And this is also the place for every female rage. Every RGV woman or femme. I adore your rage. I worship your rage, bitch. Because there's no other normal reaction to abuse. There's no other normal reaction to someone betraying you. And there's no more perfect reaction than to being fucking hurt like that. Other than being angry. Other than that aggression turning on in your head saying, protect yourself. Because this is it. So, I missed you guys. I'm back. I've been back for a while. And I'm not leaving. I may travel, but I'm always going to come back. If I move, if I ever decide to leave, I'll let you guys know. But that's not in my plans right now. Because if the adults don't know how to fucking act, then we need more adults here in the valley. We need more RGV role models. And that's who I've been meeting, you know? That's who I want to highlight. That's who I want to show. Because I know it exists. Sí se puede. So I'm not going to accept the lack of effort. I'm not going to accept that from people who've hurt me, from parents who've hurt me, and do not try to make amends. What is there to forgive? What is there to do? Kiki, laugh, go grocery shopping, have dinner, get the fuck out of my face. People don't like me. And when I say people, I don't mean my people, mi gente del valle. I mean specifically my family. They don't like me. Los pongo mal. I'm mean. And I'm cold. I'm honest. I'm what they wish they could portray for themselves, but can't. Because they were never taught. I was never taught either. I was taught how to hurt. I was taught how to manipulate people into doing what I want. I was taught to lie. I was taught to pretend like the damage that is done to me doesn't matter. I was taught to clean up other people's messes. I was never taught to be kind. I was never taught to be respectful. I was never taught to stand up for myself. I was taught to beat up bitches. But not to protect my self. You know, my essence. Of course, no one's going to want to damage the goods, right? Parents don't want their damaged goods. They don't want a kid getting beat up all the time. But they don't mind if their kid goes their entire life with a hurt soul, a wounded soul. They'll put all the vaporu and the hydrogen peroxide and whatever the fuck on the outside wounds. And they'll make you food and they'll get you like things, but they're never going to actually look at you. Or at least those kinds of toxic parents. And I'm okay with that. I really am. And I hope that one day everyone can be. Everyone who chooses to keep a distance from their family. Maybe not cut them off completely, no. But when I pull up to dinners, I'm not keeping the peace. For what? I've never known peace. I've only known chaos. I've only known conflict. And when I tried so hard to solve it, this is what you get. And not only was I treated like that by my family, I was also treated like that by some of your fave DJs. If we can call them that, right? But I'll save that for another episode. Possibly after I finish my RGB role model series. But with that, Malcriadas, I leave you with this. Súbele. Súbele volumen a la persona que de verdad eres. When you were little, you would just make random little like shitty stories or poetries that made no sense, or drew all the time, or sang all the time, or ran around all the time, danced all the time. Go back into that. Because a nosotros se nos cerraron el mundo demasiado temprano. Nos cortaron las alas antes de que nos enseñaron a volar. Y ahora estás aprendiendo a volar sin alas. Estás construyendo tus propias alas. Chinguen a su madre, yo lo hago sola. Y no sola. Completamente, ¿verdad? Pero the will that will make you get up and start building your own wings, forging for the parts, wherever they may be, that's you. That's all you. And you can also ask for help. And that's still beautiful, and that's still something you get to create and be a part of. So, if you find yourself getting so sad about your parents and how they are, and maybe they will never understand you and all that stuff, that's okay, dude. They don't have to understand you. They don't have to understand you. They don't have to. Because, yeah, it would feel really nice, wouldn't it? Imagine, oh, I wish I could talk. Oh, I wish I could sit down and go to a rave with, I don't know. I wish I could go to a rave with my dad, and I wish I could go to, like, I don't know, shows with my mom and talk to her about politics and talk to her about the stuff I'm doing. And oh, I wish I could do that so much. But it's not going to happen. And so now what? I'm not going to lay down and be like, oh, my mom like hates me. She doesn't. She just doesn't know how to love me. And I don't care to teach them. I've tried. My whole life I've tried. I don't want to teach someone to love me anymore. Not someone who's supposed to know me, you know? Future love endeavors, are different, right? So I've learned. But I don't know. Your parents should know you. They should try to want to know you. You don't owe your parents anything. I made a TikTok talking about this. How people shit on a lot of Latinos and like brown and black kids for doing bad in school and not trying in school and and it's like, obviously there are people who don't give a shit who have all the resources and don't give a shit, all right? I'm not saying that those types of people don't exist. Of course they do. But every person I've met who flunked out or didn't, like, no se le hizo with school, I know their reasons. They're heavy. Really heavy to carry around to fourth period, you know? They had bigger things to worry about than passing a stupid history class that's all propaganda anyways, you know? So, for me, it's always like, sí, siempre échale ganas. But si no se hace, don't beat yourself up. Oh, I didn't try hard enough. Oh, I didn't try. Do it now. Do it now, 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 do it now. And you never know what's in store. I didn't know that I was going to be an advisor to the artist media. I don't know where people are going to reach out to me to advise them on organizing. It makes me feel like I'm part of something. It makes me feel like they value my thoughts. My Malcriadas thoughts. It feels great. It feels great. And it's really hard for me right now because I'm dealing with entering a new phase of my life, but that means leaving one behind, and that means mourning the life that I traditionally wanted. The family, everyone healing, going on trips, going to Peru, to Mexico, and everyone forgiving each other and starting something new and beautiful. But people get tired. They get more tired than they care about you, and that's okay. If I were my parents, I'd be really tired too. I'd be really tired about working my life away on something I never wanted to do, even if that something is me. I'll be okay, because I have you guys, and I have me, and my siblings, and my friends. Yeah, chinga madre. Carajo. Okay, guys, really, that's all I have to say. Thank you so much for following me on this journey. Thank you for listening to my podcast. Check out my blog, you guys. I've been writing more stuff. I'm really good, if I do say so myself. I'm really trying for the valley and everyone I know who has impacted my life for the better. I'm really trying for you guys, and I hope that you see it, and I hope that it inspires you to do more for yourself and for others as well, because it's the end of times. I've been praying for this, sadly. Sorry, guys. I was in the doomsday cult. And I just wanted it to stop already. Fuck! Now it's here. So, my bad. I'll try my best to fix it. At least in the location where I'm at. Okay. Yeah. Actually, yeah. Thank you guys so much for listening to another episode of Malcriadas Thoughts. This was your host, Zadria Knives, signing off. Do you guys like my new office space? This is a tejido from Peru. I got it in my most recent trip. And then these pieces are from Voces Unidas. This one symbolizes the divine feminine over all the women who came before us. This one represents a future without fossil fuels and non-renewable energy. And this represents queer liberation in black and brown spaces. Mother, fuck Elon Musk. Okay, well, not Elon Musk, but like space. Space is the same. Space exploration is shit. Fuck them.